Hi there, thanks for joining me. I'm Teresa at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I'm going to be showing you something a little bit different. This is a pre-owned 2018 Thor Four Winds. 31W is the floor plan number. The reason I want to show you this is because normally we're showing really high-end units, and that's pretty much what Transwest is known for. People come from all over the United States because we have a pretty exclusive choices here. However, not everybody can buy a really high-end unit. Not everybody wants to buy a really high-end unit, and when we get something traded in that I feel like it's worth purchasing, like it's worth something that somebody might really enjoy and want to use, that's in really good shape, I'm going to want to show it. The reason that you'd want to buy this from us versus all the other dealers who carry these products is because we're going to check every little detail of this unit, service it before it leaves out the parking lot here. We take really good care of our customers, and that means making sure that this unit is completely camping ready for you when you take it off the lot. Not other dealers are pretty much let's give us the money and then it was nice knowing you, I don't want to see you again. But not at Transwest. We really do take care of you after the sale, and you can rest assured you're going to leave with a full gas tank, you're going to leave with full propane, a very detailed unit. We have an excellent cleaning crew here. They're going to service your generator, service your engine, change your oil, all your filters, realign the unit, new or used. We do that to all of our units. So just you can rest assured that we're going to take good care of you. And if you ask for me, you're definitely going to get a no pressure sales, experience. So I really pride myself in being a low pressure, get you out the door in a quick time period, and respect all of that. So let's take a look at this unit. Again, this is a 2018. One of the things that struck me was that it has less than 7,000 miles on it. That means it wasn't used very much. I think the people bought this and maybe just didn't have time to use it, but that means there's a lot less wear and tear than you would expect on an 18. I can attest that there are no weird smells going on in here, no smoking. I don't think there were pets either because I can't smell a thing. I don't see any hair or any damage as far as that's concerned. This unit is really great for families wanting to get away. We have sleeping for at least two here. We've got 1 or 2 children here. We've got this booth will drop down, and I would say 1 or 2 children can sleep here. And then we have a queen bed in the back as well. So lots of people can sleep here just depending on your circumstances, and really a nice little unit to do so in. I'm going to let you pan around. I'm going to read you some specs here real quick. This is built on the E350 Ford chassis. We have a Triton V10 with 305 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. 6-speed automatic transmission. We come in just over 32 feet long with this unit, and it's got hydraulic disc brakes all around and brand new tires. We do have one 13,500 BTU air conditioning unit, 30,000 BTU heating unit in here. We've got 40 gallons of fresh, 28 gallons of gray, 28 gallons of black capacity, and 9.6 gallons of propane on board. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty. Obviously, I'm in the living/eating area here, and I said, you could sleep a couple kids here. That is true. Once you take this bunk ladder away, and that can just tuck away right up here, then you've got this great little jackknife, and it's basically a futon. So that will lay down, easily sleep, 2 little ones, or just be a sofa when you need it to be. And then of course we have this booth dinette here that can seat about 4 people. We do have some storage underneath here as well, and a curtain that can be put across this front area for a little more privacy at nighttime. We do have roller shades throughout, so when it is nighttime, you just pull these down, and that's going to give you all the nighttime privacy that you need. And then above here we have storage. So there's a lot of storage in this unit, and I'll try to show it all to you, but these are a lot deeper than they appear on film. So we'll get to that. One more thing is, of course, this bunk is really, really good size. I would say it's at least a queen in width, but it's actually wider than a queen, or excuse me, longer than a queen would be. And your TV is here for when you're sitting on the couch. This is going to come out so that all the people sitting in this area can have a good view of that as well, or it can just be for the person that's in the bunk area. Moving on to the kitchen area, really good amount of counter space here. We do have a double sink, and this is a solid surface countertop, so this isn't a cheap laminate one that's going to have issues over time. Really nice solid surface here. 2 stainless steel sides here, and we've got a great little sprayer here included. And then these covers just fit right back on. We've got a power strip here that can be put away when you're not using it, but just know that that's there for your coffee machine, toaster, whatever it is you need it for. And then when you're done, you just tuck it back in there. And then we do have a little bit more light here. An adjustable shelf up here, so you could put whatever you need to fit up there, but nice and deep again. I'll show you, just it's almost to where I can't reach the back. Good amount of space. Right here we have your convection microwave. What that means is that you can actually bake and crisp in this microwave. So if you have cookies or a frozen pizza or something like that that you want to bake in here, it can do that. Over here we have options, which is so great. 2 propane burners here and an induction. So if you're running low on propane and you're like, oh no, how am I going to cook? You still have the induction and vice versa. So options to how you want to use your power while you're on the road. You can actually use both of these at the same time too, if you needed 3 burners to cook something. And we'll look at the storage that's under these places here as well. That's probably where you're going to put your cleaning supplies and trash can. But we do have a little bit more right here with some really nice pull-out drawers. I love it when companies add those. Just lots more room. Now these are full extension drawers here. And this one just happens to be holding all your remote controls for the 3 TVs that are included in this unit. Then here we have one of your deepest places to put pots and pans, things like that. Good amount of space there. Now directly across we have your Whirlpool stainless steel refrigerator. And this is one of the signs of a really well taken care of unit. A really clean refrigerator. It's not all stained and scratched up. There's also an ice maker already in there. And a nice lock to keep that in place when you're going down the road. All right, moving back, you could use this area here as more pantry. We've got some more of those great drawers. Or if you just needed it for more closet space or for towels, whatever it is you need, we've got all of this room here as well. So adjustable shelves again, and then we have drawers. This unit has so much storage. I can't believe it. I've seen this same unit with bunk beds in this area. So obviously that's going to take away a lot of this kind of storage, but this one doesn't have that, so gives you a lot of room to put things. And then directly across we have our bathroom. This is the only bathroom in the unit. It's a 1 bathroom unit, but again, it's only 32 feet long. So on the back of the door here, we've got a place to hang towels And then in here we have a porcelain toilet, and then a little basin. And I'll open all of this storage so you can see all that's going on in here. You'll also notice that we have an exhaust fan in the bathroom. That's one of 4 on this unit. So this is going to suck out hot air, steam, smoke, whatever it is that you have going on really quickly. I'd say 10 to 20 seconds. It's going to make a huge difference in the area you're in. For example, the kitchen. And then we have your shower here with a really nice skylight. And the reason for that isn't just light, it really makes it a lot easier for taller folks to be able to take a comfortable shower. Over here, a little bit more storage. And I know people might get tired of me talking about storage, but it's so important when you're on the road, because it seems like you'll have enough, and then there's always that one more thing you want to bring. All right, moving into the master bedroom area, we have a queen size bed here, and then we've got more storage up above, and this is quite deep. Goes all the way across. There's no dividers in here, so you can see it goes all the way back my whole arm length. So quite a bit of storage above the bed here. We obviously have the reading lights here, and tucked under there we have some little speakers. So we have a stereo system that can be used back here, as well as a TV that we'll see in just a moment, but you can have a really good sound experience back in this bedroom. We also have a little cubby on either side of the bed, so a place to put your stuff. And this side has even more underneath here. So another little cubby. And then this is pretty much going to be your dresser area. Obviously your TV is here, but this TV can flip away, and there's even more places to put your things back behind here. So every little bit counts, and I love that they took advantage of all the spaces that they could. And then we have 4 of these pull-out drawers. This one's a little bit more shallow, but good sized drawers here. Put all your socks and things, t-shirts. And then over here we have some smaller drawers at the bottom. 4 of these. So 2 here, 2 here. And then I'll show you this hanging closet that opens up. Again, I mean, this is a lot of room in a 32-foot long motorhome. And mirrors where you can get them, which I know some people don't like the idea of mirrors in their motorhome, but you might want to check and make sure that your shirt's not on backwards and things like that. So anyway, nice window back here. These windows are all openable in this unit too, which I really appreciate, so you can get some cross breeze and fresh air. We also have another one of those exhaust fans right here in the bedroom. So if you don't want to run your AC all night, that's going to be really nice for you to be able to have an exhaust fan in here. The AC is ducted throughout though. That's what these little vents are that you see on the ceiling. That's pretty much it for the living area. We are going to check out right next to the door here. We've got some controls that are kind of important. This unit is equipped with electronic levelers, and that means that there are actually jacks that will come down and level you, so you don't have to get out and drive onto blocks and things like that. It's a very simple system on auto level. That's pretty much it. Your air conditioning and heating unit is right here, and then we have your slide extender track. Tank heaters are basically heat pads that are on these tanks to help ensure that they can handle the cold weather and not freeze. You have level monitors here, so you can see, how's my propane looking? Oh, it's looking like we have about 1/3 of a tank of propane right now. Batteries, fresh, black, gray, etc. Generator start and stop here. And you may notice that this only has 38.1 hours on this generator. Again, not a very used unit. Right at the door, we have a battery disconnect, so when you're walking out, it's quite easy to just hit that button and all the lights in the refrigerator and everything will be turned off. We also have some other monitors and light switches down there as well. But for now, I'm going to head to the front area here, and we're going to check out the cab. So, again, this is a Ford gas engine. We'll turn that down a little bit for noise. It's pretty simple up here, very, very easy to drive. We do have a battery boost switch here, so if your engine battery happens to be low, you can actually pull from your house batteries, and that'll give you basically a jump start. So I really like having that function. This is obviously an automatic. Your transmission shifter is going to be right here. And that's what it sounds like when you're driving. So pretty simple. We do have a backup camera that will come up on here when you put it into reverse. And we do have side cameras as well. So very, very nice, very easy to use. And I always tell people, when you have a more simple unit, it's, for one, it's less to break, but it's also very simple to learn how to use it. So this is a great unit for starting out, or for families that just want to use it a little bit of the year. Really anybody could buy this and be happy with it, but those are the two main people that I think, that this would be great as a starter to see if you like the lifestyle. Because again, it's simple, and as you get more expensive, it's because you're adding more complicated things to the mix. So, all right, let's go outside and check out what's going on out there. All right, so this unit is what we call decals. It is not full body paint, and that does help with the lower cost. But you can see there is some fading, crackling, things like that, because the decals do tend to do that. I'm not pointing that out to be boo on this unit. It's just something that I feel like people should be aware of and know what you're getting into. But I gotta say, for the price that we have this listed at, it's really a great unit. So just knowing that that's there is good. We do have a 16-foot powered awning here. We do have an outdoor TV right here. Keep the kids entertained. Or great for tailgating. And then we'll just start looking at this storage under here as we go around. Now, we do have an outdoor speaker here. Oops, I didn't do that right, sorry. There we go, that should do it. All right. So a speaker for this sound system here. We've got some storage here. And then this is going to be your propane tank, easy to fill. And here we have your 110 outlets. Once again, we have brand new tires on here, so you're not going to need to worry about getting those replaced anytime soon. More storage. This is your quick connect for your propane. This is where you're going to fill up your fuel, and this is where you're going to fill up your water tank. Back here you have an awesome storage bay. It's really big. I think you could fit some golf clubs in there. Oops. Need to remember which way I'm supposed to turn those. Okay, moving on to the back. We've got a ladder here so you can check the roof, make sure there's no debris up there. We have a 5,000-pound towing capacity hitch there, and there is a 7-way pin included there if you needed to get some lights onto whatever you are pulling. Over here, our slide out. This is where you would plug in for a 30-amp cord, which does happen to be included right here. So you've got 30-amp capability. We also have a little place to plug in, sorry, There we go. Cable, if you happen to be at a park that has cable. All right, this is just going to be water tanks and your dump. So when you go to dump, you're just going to pull these levers and it will dump quite easily. You, of course, put a hose on there. And then you have a way to, the little button over here that says Santee Flush, that's going to be just to rinse out those waste tanks to keep them smelling nice and fresh. Outdoor shower here. This is just the back of your hot water heater slash, here we have the back of your heater as well. City water connection, so if you're at a park and you want to just stay plugged in, have the water plugged in, that's where you do that. And if you're new to motorhoming, just know we will teach you how to use this thing. Don't feel overwhelmed. It's simple once you get the hang of it. Another storage bay here. A little bit more here. And then over here we have your generator. So this is a Cummins Quiet Gas 4000 generator. That means it's going to pull directly from your gas fuel tank to run this guy. And the exhaust pipe is right here. So that's basically it for this motorhome. I would be so happy to talk to you about this, give you specs on it, more details if you need it. Again, my name is Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.